Hey, Abe.
Hi,
Hello.
good.
How you
Hi.
doing?
I'm good. How about you?
Good, thank you.
Good.
Good. This is Abe Freetanzer from cinemadailyus.com. I'm thrilled to be here with Luke Wilson and Vinessa Shaw talking about their new film, 12 Mighty Orphans. Can you tell me what appealed to you about this story and what did you know about the real Rusty Russell and his contributions to football?
I mean, what appealed to me about doing it is just I grew up in Dallas and the story takes place in Fort Worth, and I played football from fifth grade to 12th grade, and kind of Texas high school football is a real fabric of the society. So I found all that really interesting. But I had not read the book 12 Mighty Orphans, and it was a bestseller. And once I signed on to do the movie, a lot of my friends had read it, and even older people like the age of my parents, they'd read it and were familiar with it. So yeah, and Vinessa, I think, feels the same way, where the idea of getting to play a real person is always such an interesting idea for an actor, because I mean, it can be fun to build a character up from scratch, but in a way, like, you always feel like you're flying a little bit blind. But when you get to play a real person and take these real details and learn about the people, I don't know, it can give you a kind of, at least it gives me kind of a confidence that I might not normally have.
Absolutely. Vanessa, do you have anything to add?
No, all I wanted to say is Juanita is, a person that we all saw growing up in our own kitchens in our own home, but it was so wonderful to see her in this story come to life. And I just wish I met the real Juanita. I saw, obviously, we met her grandchildren, and it was, you can tell that she's still in their heart as their grandchildren. So that was really wonderful to meet them.
And what would you say was most challenging for both of you about playing these roles?
I mean, I just found it to kind of, for me, it was about, for Rusty, it was just a very kind of dignified guy. So, you have to kind of, for me, you're not trying to make a scene funny, or you're not trying to come up with a great line or a snappy comeback, that kind of thing, where I had to kind of commit to playing just a very kind of quietly honorable guy. And that, that I found to be very kind of rewarding, and also, kind of difficult at times.
For me, it was the fact that it's more practical and technical. It was just that I found out about this role, and Luke requested me to do this role, and it was very last minute. So basically I was on a plane doing a huge monologue the next day. And I didn't even know how to really do a Texan accent. I'd done like Georgia accent, but not like anything. And so I was being vocal coached by the director in terms of the accent and trying to memorize these lines. And I had my 1.5-year-old with me, and I was like barely sleeping. It was insane that this came into my life at this time, but it showed, embodying Juanita just showed me, like, I gotta just, pull this strength out of me somewhere. And she came through strong. It was great. And I basically feel like forever indebted to Luke for giving me this challenging opportunity to, jump into a character and jump in the deep end, and embody such a great one. One that's basically, I feel like you read in the history books, but she's embodied on screen. So it was wonderful.
Well, I think the finished product is really great. Thank you both so much for speaking with me today.
Abe, thanks, man. Have a nice day.
You too.
Appreciate it.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Abe.
Abe.